to talk about anything.
Yeah, legacy is important.
Yeah. Oh, I know that legacy is important to you as well. So what is it that you want to talk about that affects your legacy?
Well, I mean, for me, the only thing that really matters in life is to make a difference in other people's lives. That's always been
Mhm.
my principle since I was a child. Now, in my process, for those listening, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer 3 months ago, but my chi was very strong, and the assumption is I'm going to transcend this and serve others even more than I did before. About 3 weeks ago, I had an emotional meltdown just around the idea I might actually die here, um, and where's God, and all the standard questions of faith that people have. And I have a very strong support team involved with me because I have a large network of friends and they're pretty wise. And I call this one fellow who I consider my spiritual guide and said to him, I'm just totally losing it. I'm just losing it. And he said to me, you're forgetting your own teachings. And your teachings are, speaking of me,
Yeah.
to have no regrets about the past, have no expectations about the future, be mindful and in the moment, and live your intention. So then he asked me the question, what is your intention? And I always tell people an intention is not a goal. An intention is a quality of experience that you wish to have in your life. So I had an emotional crisis years ago. It's called intrusive voices. It's not schizophrenia. It's not a mental illness. I talked to psychiatrists about it. It's when you have voices telling you to do stuff
Mhm.
and you can't get them out of your head. Some people might call that an extremely overpowering intuition. You
Ooh.
know, I don't know, but for me, it was intrusive voices. And the thing between that and mental illness, you might actually do what you're told, even if it's an evil thing. But with intrusive voices, you just ignore them and tell them to essentially piss off. And so I started thinking of some mantra I could create that would block these intrusive voices. And I spent a couple months on it, and I did come up, and it's quite long. So it's 11 words. Some of them are not easy to remember. So I think the darker part of my psyche tried to block them. What Jung called the shadow self, the negative self, the dark part of ourselves, actually kept me so that I couldn't remember what they were. And this is what they are. I'm going to say them slowly because the person might want to remember them.
Please.
My intention is to love, kindness, compassion, empathy, wisdom, goodness, appreciation of beauty, amazing grace, gratitude, patience, and surrender. So I say that every morning 5 or 6 times. I say it at night 5 or 6 times. And the day that I die, at the moment I die, that is what my intention will be stated. I'm pretty sure, unless something changes. So that's my thought on your question.